Hey everybody, Logan here. Today, as you see, we're doing another unboxing, but this is for a new controller. This controller, you've seen many variations of this one on my channel where I've done unboxings and testings. So we're not going to test it because we've seen this before, but we haven't seen this one. This one's a brand new one, and that is the Face-Off Deluxe Plus Audio Wired Controller. What a name. So this is from PDP. Like I said, we've seen these before. They've had like the afterglows and stuff like that. Is PDP the afterglows? Yeah, I think so. But this one, think of it as a value pro controller. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Now, this one's slightly more expensive than the standard one. Standard ones usually sit around $24.99. This one you can get on Amazon or at Best Buy. I found this one at Best Buy for $27.99. They're sitting at the same price. And the big difference, not just the goofy style paint job. I think that's kind of weird. It's not bad, but they're marketing it specifically for the OLED, even though this works with every version of the Switch that has a standard USB port. It is a wired controller. Now on the back, it shows everything, but once we take a closer look, I'll show you one of the big reasons why this might just be worth it for you.
Welcome to Red Bandana Gaming, the channel where Logan will show you everything. From gameplay to gear, their crew is here to take you on a journey through every atmosphere. Releases to news, you don't have to choose. Red Bandana Gaming is here for you.
Okay, so as you can see, like I said, this specifically markets towards the OLED, but it just really says OLED compatible. Big thing, listen, play, chat. So specific games, if I'm not mistaken, Fortnite's one of them that has this this functionality that you can just chat in game. One of the big things right there, you've got additional precision analog stick, which means you can swap out one of the face sticks, supposedly, and give you the extended stick depending on which one you like. It still has the flappy paddle style buttons in the back to give you extra programmable buttons, and then standard D-pad, which controls the volume here, just like in the other one. You got it right there. So we're gonna open this up, we're gonna take a look. Now we're not gonna test this on any games because if you've watched the channel before, you've seen that I've tested a number of the PDP and PowerA style controllers, and they all pretty much work the same. This one we're gonna look at see how the stick feels. That extra addition, and just see how this controller looks, see how it feels in the hand. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Nothing else in the box. And like I said, this is a face-off, so the face-offs have that ability to... Okay, now this one doesn't have a detachable cord, so you get that extra stick there. Okay, come on, don't fight me. Put the plastic over there. We'll leave that to the side just in case. So this one doesn't have a detachable cord. A lot of the other ones usually have detachable cords. So it feels just like your standard PDP controller, just like all the other ones. The faceplate is matte finished, so it actually feels pretty nice. Makes me wonder, I don't know if this would fit on the Fusion Pro, but we can take a look. I doubt it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out by popping this faceplate off. Oh, that's right, this is the back button right here. So this one has the pop off button right there. So this being the PDP, and I remember the PowerA is the Fusion. So yeah, both of these pop off, right? Both of them pop off. So with that, they only give you one extra stick depending on which one you like. So, which is kind of nifty. Does this... Oh, it says for the aiming. I don't know if you guys can see it there, but it says for aiming. It has a little cursor. So most people, from my understanding, like to put that one there. But you can always change it. Do whatever you like better. With that. So they're all interchangeable then. I like the taller stick for the walking stick. Get the walking, the movement. Okay, the plastic, believe it or not, is actually a little slick. So even though it has a texture, it's still a very slick plastic. Not sure if you can really tell, but it's very slick. So this one isn't. This one is a rubbery. This one is more of a... This one's plastic. That's plastic. That doesn't even feel like rubber at all. So I don't know if you can hear it with a... This one you can tell. You can feel is a rubber cap. This one... I don't think so. Let's take that back off and take a closer look to see if that's a rubber cap. If not, I would suggest putting a... I don't know if you guys can see that at that angle. Any other way. That feels like plastic. If that's supposed to be rubber, that's plastic. That's where this is. That's definitely a rubber. You can tell the difference. So this, I don't like the way that feels. Do not like that. Not at all. Especially if you don't want your finger to slip off the sticks. But I get it. The Switch isn't the premier console for playing FPSs or anything like that, and a lot of people don't seem to care whether this is a thing or not. But for those of you who do, if you are playing any kind of shooters, i.e. Fortnite, Apex, Crysis, what have you, Overwatch, yes, that's slick. Yeah. The buttons still feel great. That's one thing in a PDP controller. The buttons have always felt very nice. They've been a little clacky in terms of sound, but they've always been spot on. Same thing with the triggers. They've always felt nice, especially during gameplay. But there you go. See, it just slick. That plastic is too slick. So if you have a rubber cap, I would suggest put one on. I don't have any at my disposal at the moment, unless I am actually looking around me and seeing if I do. And I currently do not. I had a ton of these. No, I do not. So I would say if you really like this controller and you don't want to spend a ton of money, put a cap over it. Put a cap over it, not one that's going to be too slicky, a nice rubber one that'll give you a grip. These sticks have that rubber texture, and in the center you still have a texture there, so your finger doesn't slip. But that's the only thing that bothers me there. I would say, thinking if I had to give this a grade right out of the box, it's for $27 with this stick. I don't think it's worth it. I'd give it a C. If this had came in box with a rubber grip without having to put anything on it, I'd give it a solid B-. I know it's not that big of a deal, but it doesn't have a tearaway cable, which I think tearaway cables are great for storage, or God forbid something happens, you pull away the tearaway cable. It doesn't even have an inline tearaway. So that's why I would give it a C-. I would say if you're interested in this and you can find it on sale, less than $20, that would be cool, but you're looking at $28 right now. So whether or not it's worth it is a personal opinion. I would say no. And especially comparing them to the previous models because they're identical to all the other face-off controllers. All the other ones in terms of stick feel, button feel, press. This gives you a matte finish. The other ones can be textured depending on which one you get, or a gloss finish. So if you like the matte finish, it's nicer, but remember what matte happens, you get fingerprints and smudges, especially on the black, and white gets dirty pretty easily with hand goober and whatnot. So for the price, I would say go for a $20-$25 one. If you just need an extra controller, wait for this to go on sale if you're really interested in just getting the better stick, or get yourself a pack of Game Freaks, or Control Freaks, sorry, or the Skull and Co extenders or whatnot that you can find online on Amazon. But for that, then you can just add that to any one of your controllers. So after opening this up, $28, I would say pass. Not a terrible controller. If you like it, if you like the design, you like the functionality, you like what it does, and $28 isn't going to break the break. There you go. That's what's going to happen. Break the bank. It's not an expensive controller, not by any means, compared to everything else that's out there, but you can get yourself a better controller and get the add-ons and have a much better experience. But hey, if you guys have any more questions, drop it in the comments below. Like we always say, head on over to redbandanagaming.com, follow us on our socials, and remember, be legendary. Thanks again.